This is the Irontrader. This is Monday morning, so it's time to go to work. Now we have a 5-day work week this week. So crude oil here. Remember, the API will be out on Tuesday at 4:30. The EIA report on crude oil will be out Wednesday at 10:30, and then on Thursday, the natural gas at 10:30 will be out, and then we have your rig count on Friday at 1 p.m. Now, one thing to put on your back burner here, which is right around the corner, is March 12th is the next OPEC meeting. So we have to see what they're going to do. Are they going to, maintain the cuts? Are they going to add cuts to it? And then we have to see is how they're complying. That's going to be very, very key. So remember, March 12th, the OPEC meeting. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now we can see here, just a quick review, what's going on here. Okay, we have a nice series of higher lows here, very, very nice. And then on Friday, we had a really, it was a green candle. It went up there almost like 3 points, which is basically your breakout, and it went up out of the price channel. Okay, but you notice where it closed though. You had a high of 80.85, you had a low of 78.05, and it closed at 79.81 here. Okay, so what we have today is we have so far a red candle, but you're holding these key levels. So what we really want to watch is you want to obviously watch this top of this candle. This is 79.28, and then we have today's high. Low, 79.38. So if this is lost, this is the next candle we're going to be looking for, that 79.28. And then right below it here, what we have is 79 flat. Okay, so if that is lost, we have this 8 SMA sitting right underneath. Now, it'd be nice if it got all the way down to that 8 SMA. That would be a great scalping opportunity. Now, again, if that 8 SMA is lost here, we have that 77.84. Your 200-day looking very, very good. Now what we have here is you got your 50-day at 77.79, so you're pretty much lined up right there with your 200 SMA here. And then if we just keep on going lower here, we have your 76.90, your 21 SMA here, and then we have your 8 SMA here on your weekly chart here. What are we looking at? 76.84. So you're right in that same area. So you have a really good support system, and then right underneath you have 76.79 here. And then we have your 21-day sitting at 76.52. So really, really good support here. So really, if you just watch this daily chart here, you'll be very good shape. So really the key level here you want to watch is watch the top of that candle, that 79.28. And then we'll watch this 79 flat. And then we'll watch that key 8 SMA. Now, again, if that 8 SMA holds here, just like it has here, be a great scalping opportunity. If not, we just come right down to that 200-day, and then we can look at your 21-day and your 100 SMA here and there. Now, again, if we start breaking up here, we have to watch Friday's high. That's 80.85, and then we'll just come to the left of the chart here. What we'll do is we'll look there. You're looking at 81.05 is next. We have 82.24, and then we have 82.83, and then we have your 83.60. Which is basically just bring her right on over. Very, very nice. Then we can work yourself up. You have 85.30. We have 85.90. That's your next price channel level here. And then we just come right on up here. You have right there, you have 88.28. We have 89.54. And then your big retest there of 89.85 coming right on over. And then obviously we have your high at 95.03 level. Okay, I always like to show you where it could possibly go once it breaks out here, and then same way with the downside. I always like to say show you where it goes here. Okay, so but realistically today, what we want to watch is you want to watch that key 8 SMA here and that key 200 SMA. But really, if you can hold the top of that candle, that 79.28, and the top of the 78 here, This here would be like half that candle. That shows very, very bullish. But even if it comes all the way down here, see, we have a nice series here of higher lows here. That's that 8 SMA. And even we had this candle down low, we're still back on the top here. So very, very key. Your RSI here looking very, very good. Your MACD here, green over your red, showing that you have good momentum. Same way with the, over here on your weekly chart here, your green above your red, very, very good. RSI, plenty of room to run. Now you can also look at this weekly pattern. You can see how your 200-day is just escalating right on up. Your key 8 SMA here, look at how it's rounded up, going right on up. Now look at your 50 days. See, now that's starting to go up. The other one that's going on down here is your 21 SMA, your moving average. But what we want to do, I say, is just watch that previous candle here on a closing basis now for the week. So this is just starting the week. We really need to hold for the week on Friday that 50-day, that 21-day, and that 8 SMA here on a closing basis on Friday. That's the key. But even if it comes down like it did here, that don't mean nothing. We got 5 days left here. This is the trading chart here. This is the chart that we want to look at for your key levels here. So just watch that 50 SMA here. We want to watch that 8 SMA here, which is coming up very, very nicely, and then your 21 SMA here. So this looks like a very, very bullish chart here. It just is going to be a little bit of patience here, but see, when we have this nice rounded bottom going here, that's what we like to see. Okay, so once we get rolling here, even a little bit of pullback here, this shows massive, massive strength here. And then when we have this sideways action, we had that nice big green candle. Okay, let's take a look and see what's going on with natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly chart. So I couldn't really show you much here when the price was way below this 8 SMA, because it was just falling right off the map. Now, remember, this was the contract roll. This was the previous contract roll. And the reason we fell off here, first of all, is seasonality. That's first thing there. But then when they put a hold on the LNG, okay, there's no 13 pipelines. Now, again, even though they're not going to come out here to 2020, remember, it's always the perception. It's just like with earnings. It's not the earnings that matter. You know what I'm saying? It's the reaction to that matters. That's the key, okay? Always the reaction. So that's what you always have to look at. So what we want to always watch here today is, look at here. Okay, now this was Friday's high, but again, you're holding this 21-day. This is the candle I was talking about, the 1.918. Okay, so far what do we have? 1.959. Very, very nice. Now we're try to make a nice run for it. But what we want to watch out here for is this key 8 SMA here. Okay, we see that? 2.02. That's exactly where we're going to have a little bit of a big time resistance. Not a little bit, a big time resistance coming into that. Okay, that's going to be the key. So if we have that, we can get above this key 2.20. Then we just go to the left of the chart here. We're looking at 2.04. Okay, and then we work your way up here to your 2.10, and then we'll come to the top of this candle at 212, which is basically that price channel. That's exactly what we're looking for here on the upside today. Okay, so what you want to do is just take one level at a time. Okay, so first of all, we got above Friday's high. Then we got above this key level, 1.91. And now we're sitting here looking very, very nice here at that 1.95. But your next level, very, very key, is keep your eye on that 2.02. So if it rallies up, that's where she's going to go. And then we can come up here to basically here to your 2.04, and then you can come up to your 2.10. But this here, that 212, that's going to be next. Now, what you really need to do is, if we can break above that, then we have to go to the top of this candle. This is sitting at 2.168. Okay, this is very, very key, because that is going to be your gap. Okay, your fill is way up here, but here is going to be your gap. Now, again, if you can get above all that, okay, then what we do is we just look to the left of the chart. Your next resistance is going to be, okay, look at the bottom of the candle, 2.23, 2.27, and then we come up to this nice 50 SMA here, sitting right at 2.28. So you always look here at the gap. You don't worry about that fill because you have a lot of resistance in between. So follow the candlesticks up, look for that 212, and then what we do is you work yourself up until you can hit that key 50 SMA here at 2.28. Okay, and then we can come over here to that gap fill, 2.42, and then we have 2.62. So again, I like to show you where it can possibly go up. But today's key is going to be right here, 2.02. Can you get above that, or is that going to stop it in its track? You know what I'm saying, all the way down, especially being a weekly chart. Weekly chart, that is always very, very tough resistance. Now, on the downside, what we want to watch is we want to watch this high, 1.918. We want to watch Friday's high, 1.88, and then we want to watch today's low here at 1.87. Now, again, if that is lost, we have some really good support here at 1.80, your key 21 SMA, and then your 8 SMA right below it at 1.78. But look at this 8 SMA here, how nice it's rolling right on up here. If we can get it to cross that 21-day, then we got a good shot all the way up. So when we came all the way down here, I just said when we look at this 1.52, this just looked different. Okay, I figured this is going to be your bottom area here. And then if you look on the monthly chart here, you can see that that was your support level at 1.521. Okay, so it held it very nice here, and then it came up. You retested it at 1.58, and then we have a nice rally. So this is looking very, very good because you even look at these candles here, you say, oh, I got two red candles. That's a good bullish pattern because you're holding your key 21 SMA here. And now we popped right above here. So again, today, watch that 8 SMA here on the upside. Very, very key, 2.02. And then on the downside here, on a closing basis, watch that 1.918. Watch Friday's 1.88. And then this key 1.80, and then your 1.78. Now, RSI here looking very, very good. Look how nice your MACD is. Very, very bullish. This MACD here on the weekly is starting to come around here. Maybe it can curl right back up here, take the price higher. It's all going to depend on that 8 SMA. All right, let's take a look here on the hourly and a 4-hour chart. Okay, you can see it pretty clear here on your old 4-hour chart here. See, we had a nice stair step down, okay? See, here was that contract roll. Then we had a nice stair step down. And then when it came down this area here, it just looked very, very different kind of a scenario, okay? Because you had that stair stepping, and then you just didn't. Then you have that long, and then we popped up here. This here basically was the contract roll going situation. But you notice as it corrected here, 1.52, and then it came down, but it held. Okay, that's key, 1.58. And then it came down and it held at a high low at 1.59. And then she's rallying up here. What I like is, see this 50-day on the upswing, 21-day upswing. Now your 8-day here, now that's turned around, and now we have a nice breakout above that key level here at that 1.91. So that is what we want to watch right now, that 1.918. Very, very key. And then we can go right up to this level here at that 2.012, basically 2.02, which is pretty much that 8 SMA here on your weekly chart. So that is going to be your next resistance. And then what we do is we can just follow these price channels. That's the beauty of price channels, because as it's stair stepping down, it's showing all the stair steps here also. So what you do then is then you just follow these stair steps. Now this all becomes resistance, okay? So you just keep following that all the way up here until you can get right back to your 2.168. Again, your gap, and then we have your fill, okay? So very, but watch that key 200 SMA here on your 4-hour chart. That basically 2.02 lines up beautifully with that 8-day on your weekly chart. Now, here on your hourly chart here, very, very nice here, like I pointed out, where you have a low, higher low, higher low. And then we had this kind of like a double top situation where basically this ran right up to that 1.901. And then here, this was the EIA report last Thursday. So remember, when Thursday comes out at 10:30, want to watch that EIA report again, because look what happened last time. How much money could you make on that, just on that candle, okay? 1.85 on the bottom, 1.91 on the top. That's a really nice 6.6 spread right there, okay? So really, really nice, okay, spread right there, okay? So this here, always watch that report. Now, when it came down here, we had a high of 1.89, and then what do we have here? 1.88. So basically a double top situation. Always got to watch those patterns. And then she came down here. Now basically we just have a gap and go. We've got to see what we can shoot up here. Now I see UNG here looking really good here today. Boyle looking really good on the long side. I'm not doing anything with the KOLD here. We're going to see what's going to happen here at that when we get to this level here, that 2.02 here. But right now, I'm just going to be scalping this thing on the long side is how I'm looking at it. So if this comes right on down here, remember, it needs to close above that 1.918. That's the key. Close back above it. But we have a nice lot of good support here. So your 8 SMA on the upside. Look at your 21-day. Very, very nice here. Okay, so this is, I love the stair step on the way up. You can see what happens when you stair step on the way down. But again, this is a beautiful shorting opportunity here. But this here looks very, very bullish. Okay, I'll have more for you on crude and natural gas here after the pit close here at 2:30 today. Thanks for watching.